Hi, good morning friends. I am Anusha. In this video, I am going to discuss with you on foundation. We have two types of foundations. First one, shallow foundation and deep foundation. Foundation which is placed near the surface of the earth or transfers the load at the shallow depth is called shallow foundation. According to Terzaghi, who is the father of the soil mechanics, according to him, the shallow foundation is a width is greater than the depth. According to Terzaghi, shallow foundation is width is greater than the depth, and shallow foundations are located just below the lowest part of the wall or column, which they are support, and footings are structural members made up of brickwork, masonry or concrete that are used to transmit the load of the wall or column. And deep foundations, coming to deep foundations, which is placed at a greater depth or transfers the load to deep strata is called deep foundation. So, economical point of view, the construction cost is more cheaper than the deep foundation. So, this shallow foundation is also known as open foundation. It transfers the load to the soil very near to the surface. We have five types of shallow footings. First one is strip footing, spread footing, combined footing, and strap footing, mat footing. So, first one, spread footing. A spread footing is also known as isolated footing or pad footing, and it's provided to support an individual column. A spread footing is a circular, square or rectangular slab of uniform thickness. Here in the spread footing, here in this image we can see that one column is having footing in elevation and plan also. In spread footing, the column here in this diagram, the load is transferring from superstructure to the column, and then pier. The pier is constructed with the concrete or masonry, and spread footing is constructed is very near to the pier, and the design is based upon the soil bearing capacity of the soil and load which is coming from the superstructure, and it will transfers to the column. And strip footing. A strip footing is provided for a load bearing wall. A strip footing is also provided for a row of columns which are so closely spaced that their spread footings overlap or nearly touch each other. In such a case, it is more economical to provide a strip footing than to provide a number of spread footings. In this diagram, we can see that number of columns are provided here in this plan, and in it is very cheaper than the spread footing. Strap footing. A strap or cantilever footing. Strap footing is also known as cantilever footing. It consists of two isolated footings connected with a structural strap. Our strap is also known as a lever. A strap connects the two footings such that they behave as a one unit. The strap simply acts as a connecting beam and does not take any soil reaction. So in this diagram we can see that two columns are connected by a strap and two footings are also placed, and strap is also known as a lever. Okay, so the load coming from the superstructure is uniformly divided into two columns, and then it will transverse the total load to the substructure, which is a strap and two footings. A strap footing is more economical than a combined footing when allowable soil pressure is relatively high and distance between the columns is large. Here we can see that the clear difference between the strip footing and strap footing. Strip footing. In the first diagram, strip footing, a column or wall which is placed and very near to the footings. Footing is also very nearly the footing also placed, and the total column and the total load which is coming from the superstructure, it will transfer to the load to the footing. And then here in the strap footing we can see that two columns are closely spaced and two footings are also placed, and a strap is connected by two footings are connected by a strap. The strap will join the two footings and it will act as a one unit. So total load which is coming from the superstructure will divided equally, and the load equally, and the structure is economical and it will be safe. Combined footing. A combined footing supports two columns. It is used when two columns are so close to each other that their individual footings would be overlap. A combined footing is also provided when the property line is so close to one column and spread footing would be eccentrically loaded. By combining it with that interior column, the load is evenly distributed. In this diagram, we can see that two or more columns, two columns are presented here, and the footings are also commonly constructed. By doing like this, the load coming from the superstructure is evenly distributed and the structure will be safe. A mat foundation is also called raft foundation. It is a large slab supporting a number of columns and walls under the entire structure, a large part of the structure. A mat is required when the allowable soil pressure is low or where the columns and walls are so close that individual footings would be overlapped and nearly touch each other. Mat foundations are useful in reducing the differential settlements on non-homogeneous soils or where there is a large variation in the loads. So we have 5 types of mat foundation, and the types are flat plate thickened under columns, waffle slab, chit slab, basement walls as part of mat. So mat or raft or combined footing or strip footing or strap footing, whatever the footing, the final settlements can be reduced and soil bearing capacity can be increased. So to perform the function properly, the footing must be laid at a suitable depth and it will be below the ground surface. The vertical distance between the ground surface and the base of the footing is known as depth of footing. The depth of footing controls the ultimate bearing capacity and the settlement. Depth of footing depends upon the depth of the topsoil, frost depth, zone of soil volume change, adjacent footings, sloping ground, water table, cover depth, underground defects, root holes. These are the different factors which are very important in construction of a footings. And depth of the footings is also depend upon these factors. Thank you.